Allon Vandenberg, you've been in Dubai and in the region for 2.5 years.
Yes.
Even actually before your company had opened an office here.
Correct.
And your work has changed recently, hasn't it?
Yes, it has. Yes. For the first 2 years I was working from a corporate itself, managing their portfolio in the Middle East and Africa. And recently I transferred into the Cushman Wakefield office to deal mainly with the incoming corporate clients for Dubai, Abu Dhabi and the GC states.
Despite the economic downturn, you have corporate clients coming in now?
Yes, a lot of them are very interested at the moment to see what's going on in this region. This is still an emerging market and growing, and they want to see what kind of opportunities are out there for them to set up their business in this region.
But didn't a lot of your clients move out when last year, when the sort of crash came?
I'm not sure that they moved out, because it's still an important region for them to be in, and as regional headquarters, I mean, the whole region itself hasn't gone down. You see a lot of regional headquarters for the Middle East and Africa based in Dubai. What I can say is, of course, they're looking at their current office space and what opportunities are out there in the market to change. And can they get lower rents? Where can they save money? Can they downsize? Can they consolidate multiple offices into one? These are things which are currently ongoing.
Well, I think that Dubai had a reputation as being fairly expensive before.
Yes.
And that has changed now, right?
Yes, it has. It has. I think expensive is maybe not the right term, but it's been quality versus what you're paying wasn't in the right balance. It was a very landlord-driven market, where as a tenant you either took it or you didn't, but you didn't have a choice.
Mm-hmm.
Now, for occupiers or tenants, it's a great opportunity, and they're in a much stronger position to negotiate their terms, which brings it more in balance. It's what it should be. And as I said, this is what we see. This is what I'm discussing with my clients, is how can we take advantage of the current situation where rents have dropped. Landlords are more open to give them contributions and help them, and therefore create savings. Also, what I see is what I in my last 2 years discussion with clients, potentially moving a part of their headquarters to a more low-cost country, for instance, Egypt and Morocco. Those discussions have maybe not entirely stopped, but it's gone down a lot because of the fact that in Dubai costs have come down so much.
Sure.
Also in residential for them, so it's not just only for office space, but also for them it's the cost of having people living here.
Well, and infrastructure is considerably stronger here than in most places in the region.
Absolutely.
Yeah, interesting. Do you see this trend continuing, or are you kind of keeping an eye on out to see if there might be again a very sudden increase in prices which might stop this inflow?
No, I think it's continue. I think what we'll see is that certain areas which are more prime locations in Dubai, they will hold their value. I think Business Bay is an interesting part of Dubai where it's slowly coming online. There are slowly buildings becoming operational, which again, if you are forced to be further out because of no availability or prices, you can now have the availability to move back in more to where the commercial hub is in Dubai. But I think rents will remain under pressure for the foreseeable future because there's still a lot of space coming online. Residential, but also commercial, which is of course more in our work.
After Dubai, what would you say is the most promising market for your corporate clients?
It depends a bit what they do, but obviously Abu Dhabi is very important. We cannot deny this. I think Saudi Arabia is a huge market in this region, especially for the GC states. But even Qatar and Bahrain, I mean, the GC states all have their own specifics. But Northern Africa is, in terms of a catchment area, in terms of population, huge. I mean, Cairo is 20 million people, so it's big. So in that sense, and depending on what product they have, Northern Africa is still of interest. And we have a lot of clients who are looking also in Cairo with big office space because just the size of the country.